Wooster branch of the Wayne County Public Library. Today I wanted to show you how you can make a homemade, pretty much natural hair pomade for your hair or your guy's hair. Since I got my hair cut short a couple months ago, I've found it's a little harder styling it, and so I've made this pomade, which is really simple. I just get a dab of that on my hand and then work it in, and it holds my hair back. Helps a lot. So what you're going to need for this is going to be some raw cocoa butter or shea butter. Either one works. Some beeswax pellets, jojoba oil, and then if you want, you can also use a little bit of essential oil. Now, I've read that lavender and rosemary essential oils are good for hair growth, and then tea tree oil or lemon essential oil are good for controlling dandruff or, just that dryness on your scalp that gets to be a problem. I didn't bring any of those, and I'm not actually going to make the entire pomade today because I've got a whole jar worth and I'm not going to need any more for a while. But I will show you about how much you're going to need of the items and just walk you through it so you know what to look for and what you would need to do. It's very easy. So I would suggest getting a small glass jar. This is one of the little half-cup canning jars. You could find smaller tins if you wanted to do a smaller amount, but you want something with a wide enough opening that you'll be able to get your fingers in and work some of it out. For the raw cocoa butter or the shea butter, you're going to need about 2 tablespoons worth, and that's just a couple of the discs that I have of my cocoa butter. Excuse me. For the beeswax, you'll need about 3 tablespoons. And so I've got that measured out here in this cup. And what we would do is put them in a microwave safe measuring cup. These Pyrex ones are really nice and they have the spout so it pours out well. You'd put them in there and put them into the microwave and run them about 30 seconds at a time on a low heat until the beeswax and the cocoa butter or shea butter are melted. Once you take that out, then you can add the jojoba oil, and you'll want about 4 tablespoons of that. Mix it all in, add about 5 drops of the essential oil if you're using that, and then you will just pour it into your clean jar. Set it aside for a while because it's going to be very liquid, but it does set up really nicely. Now, because of these proportions, it does get pretty stiff, so you would want something to get the pomade out. It's pretty solid here. I usually just scrape a bunch up with my finger, work it into my palm, and then take a little bit at a time. That softens it up, and then just work it in from the roots out to the ends. And it's a little bit greasy on your palms, but it does not get greasy in your hair. And then you can just use the rest and work it through. So that holds it back just enough, but it doesn't look stiff or greasy or anything like that. If you find that you wanted something a little bit more stiff for holding it a little bit longer, you could add a little more beeswax and see if that will help. But your general proportions are going to be about 2 tablespoons cocoa butter or shea butter, 3 of the beeswax, 4 of the jojoba oil. Very simple, easy to clean up. And then when you're done, you can just always wash it out and do another batch. Pretty simple. So I hope you get a chance to give this a try. This would probably be a good beauty aid for yourself, for the men in your family, for anyone with shorter hair. And it would also make a nice, simple Christmas gift as well, if you'd like. That's all. That's pretty simple, and I hope you get to give it a bit of a chance. In the meantime, I hope you'll stay healthy, be kind, and get creative. Bye-bye.